All right. Good evening. Welcome to Crossroads Sports Radio, episode number 368. I'm your host back in the saddle, Brandon Reeve, joined as always by my co-host, Jonathan Bursong. JB, how are you, buddy? How was your week?
Man, it has been a week already, man. It ain't even Wednesday, man. It has just been, so much of a sports overload. We got the Horizon League, hoops in town, media day. Of course, we got, NFL football, local football to talk. Coach took a loss, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot, man. Just a lot of kind of transitioning. MLB playoff sizzling us with the Cubs. Do the Reds got a chance? You know what I'm saying? A left in them. You know what I mean? But like, no, man, just a lot of information and a lot of things like you got to catch up, man. I'm glad we tapped in with the Cross Time crew on Sunday and kind of, knocked out, 89% of of college football from this past weekend because it was awesome weekend for college football. I don't necessarily think it's a stellar weekend, but we got some picks we can go through. But like, no, man, I had a pretty good day. Just really trying to catch up, Brandon. Just really trying to catch up.
Yeah, I hear you. Speaking about catching up, last week at this time, I was out in beautiful Santa Monica, California,
Mm-hmm.
for vacation, preparing for a cruise. So
Well, you tan
it's,
well.
yeah. I got a good tan. It's all underneath the exclusive Crossroads hoodie, which I think I still got your shirt for you. I gotta get to you at some point.
Dude, I still got
Um,
your media credential for IU Indy. So we'll get it together.
I'm upset that we missed media day today because boy, I was locked and loaded for questions for them.
Well, I mean, this is kind of off script, man, but like, saying they don't, it's a kind of a new day for the Horizon League. A lot of what is, I don't know, because there's not whole lot of retention, a lot of new faces, and some of the faces that we kind of appreciate here on the Crossroads Sports Show, whether it's IU Indy, the homie Open Oakland, or even our nemesis, Milwaukee. In Green Bay, that that coach. What's my man's name, Brandon? Shame on me, I don't even
Doug
know.
Gottlieb.
Doug Gottlieb. Shout out to Doug Gottlieb, man. I think he's been on the grind
Will
this
they
year.
win more than 3 games this year?
Yeah, hopefully. I ain't really seen him go crazy on Twitters. You know what I'm saying, after LeBron or anything, but like, no, man. Yeah, I'll tap back into it after the show. And we'll get some more information pumped out. But like, no, man, where you want to start at tonight?
Yeah, let's dive right in. I think the NFL is where we go. Uh, the Indianapolis Colts flew into Los Angeles. Let's see. The day that I was, I guess, shipping back into Los Angeles as well the next morning. A lot of Colts fans on my flight, by the way. A lot of Colts fans. And I had to catch up on the game, but Colts lose to the Rams. Some have called it the A.D. Mitchell game. Drops a surefire touchdown right before the end zone, pulls a Jonathan Taylor from last year, fumbles the ball out of bounds. It's a touchback. There goes those points, and then had a crucial penalty on, I believe, a Jonathan Taylor run that
Yep.
negated a touchdown there. Um, but Colts lose at the Rams. They had that game. I think a lot of Colts fans, pissed off, upset about that. Listen, if you would have told Colts fans, I think 2 months ago, you'd be 3-1 after the first 4 games, I think they'd be ecstatic. They would be proud and happy with that, let
Yeah.
alone losing that one game.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
it's
the way you lost it's kind of the way you lost it.
yeah,
Speaking to that kid Mitchell has some talent on him. You know what I'm saying? I don't like comparing, but I do. It could be, man. It looked like prime Marvin Harrison. You know what I mean? Even like that was an incredible catch, man, and it was all negated because of over celebration stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Again, he took it on the chin during that game and probably during practice all this week. So, but like, no, man, Brandon praised a rosy picture for the coach. I'm probably not gonna pray such a rosy picture, man. You know what I'm saying? You could have walked out of there 4-0. You could have walked out of there with a little bit more space in between the AFC South competition.
mhm.
Uh, talking about Super Bowls and Colts going to the play, playoffs, even though I'm still standing on my 10 game, plus. I'm still standing on that. Because analytically, when you look at like now we have a little bit more detail on them and the Colts, offensively are a top 3 team. Or top 4, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? But again, I don't think offensively, I didn't, you know what I'm saying, they don't necessarily have all the passes, but again, they didn't do themselves a due diligence by spacing themselves. The Titans, you know what I'm saying, they might win 2 games, you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying, we feel like when Joe Mixon comes back, Brandon, cross your fingers, right? That if you're a Texans fan, that they kind of get that all repaired. Because they got some woes they need to figure out. But like I look at, you know what I'm saying, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville Jaguars, man,
3-1.
3-1 has been some ugly games, right, for them, but you know what I'm saying, they take them. Not necessarily, pretty perfect quarterback with Trevor Lawrence, but again, their defense, man, is ranked right now early, like top 3 in defense, man. I don't have all the numbers in it, but you know what I'm saying, fumble recoveries they got them, interceptions they got, they lead the NFL in. So whatever they're preaching down there is working. So like, no, man, the coaches did not necessarily do themselves. They're not in a hole, but your schedule doesn't necessarily get any easier at all. So
Yeah,
like,
they
no,
got
man.
the Las Vegas Raiders coming to town. Geno Smith, Pete Carroll this Sunday. I was meaning to look up the spread for this game because I wanted. By the way, the Red Sox just hit a solo home run, so we're back tied now, 3-3 in the 6th with the
Hey, man,
Yankees.
right? Do we need to send the prayers up to the Reds, man? They was talking about Ohtani. I was like,
Come
okay,
on,
Ohtani,
man. Come
Freeman gonna
on.
when's Freeman
Too
gonna
early for that.
too early for all right, man. Sorry, y'all. We got to
Yeah,
stick it
too
back.
early for that, man. Listen. Last night I think we as a Red Pit, and it sucks because we threw our best out there and we got shelled 10-5. But
Right.
I think you got to anytime Otani comes up, no matter what, you walk him. I think you walk him no matter. He's one of those guys. It's just you walk him no matter what, and you just deal with it.
Okay.
Hey, the season. There's the Reds have playoff shirts that say, and even the Cubs and all these, October baseball, all this. Y'all may play 1 or 2 games in October, and that'd be it. So, I mean, there's a very well could happen. Yankees as well. Yankees will lose this tonight, and they're out. That's crazy. And October just started. Colts are -7 against the Raiders on Sunday right now. -7.
Really.
In shocking news today, and not shocking because I guess he played like crap for the longest time this year. Xavier Howard retired about an hour ago.
I seen that on the drive in, man. Possibly was going to probably get cut. Was the word I heard this morning. That
They
cut.
got Mike Hilton on that team.
Yeah, that cut turned into a unfortunate retirement. Another Colts player, Darius Leonard, retired as
I
well.
thought he already retired, to be honest.
Damn, Brandon, come on, man. Everybody
Alec
remember
Pierce back from a concussion. So AD Mitchell, like you said, AD Mitchell, he may not get any playing time when Pierce comes back. He's back to practicing, but he has not been cleared. He's still in concussion protocol. But it seems like a lot of people are saying that he will likely play this week. So you need a big game on him because
I agree.
besides Pittman and Warren, the only other person you could trust if Pierce does not play, and obviously Mitchell you cannot trust right now, and it's a clean benching. Then I think you got to look. The only person you could trust out there is Ashton Doolin. That's about the only other person you could trust to catch a ball that's had played in big games.
Yeah,
In the wide
he's pulling.
receiver
Yeah, he's
side,
pulling
but
special teams. So, but yeah, that's another
yeah.
one.
Rumor came out this evening. Quote that Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson is open to a trade. Now the sense is that the quarterback would want to join a quote premier play caller to rebuild his value.
I mean, we all know that NFL trades kind of happen more with more, you know what I'm saying, possibilities. It's probably too early in the season for them to be kind of talking trades. I get it. His agent
I don't
probably
think Daniel Jones makes it the whole year without hurt. I'm sorry.
where would Anthony Richardson get a starting position at in the NFL right now, other than maybe he said premier, other than maybe Carolina, because they'll do a boneheaded trade right now.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what I'm questioning. Did they being premier are they talking about premier quarterback or premier team?
The Jets too. I get it, man. I don't want to put the the bagpipes on them, man. But I don't
About the
know
Titans, how bad the Titans are. Not saying the quarterback go there, but just how bad they are.
how that bad they are. Right. So like I don't Andy Richards like your representation. I don't think you see the law of the land. Your best bet would just be stick it out with the Colts. And next year, like you know what I'm saying, let your take be the work. And then if you got to take a lesser than contract, then you just got to take a lesser than contract. That is, they probably technically overpaid you the last 2 seasons, technically for kind of
If
what
I'm
they got.
Anthony Richardson, I'm asking to go to Seattle. Sam
They
Darnold's there. If it doesn't
already
last,
they know they know that's not lasting, but like they've already kind of invested, you know what I'm saying, money into that. So he would be riding the pine again.
yeah.
I'm
So
trying to figure out where do you think he's gonna play at?
I don't know.
Nowhere, nowhere.
Early Sunday morning, 6 a.m. start time when I was on this cruise ship. Just
Right.
left the casino and the club there on the ship. Steelers, Vikings. Steelers win 24-21. Don't look now,
Uh-oh.
but
It's
they
up
are
and down.
3-1, first place in the AFC North. Everybody
Down with
talking
the
about the farceness of Aaron Rodgers. Look where they're at now. Steelers,
well,
first
you
place,
listen.
AFC North, just like we all saw it.
Yeah, you can kind of talk just a little bit, man. Because what is this a hodgepodge mess over in Baltimore?
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know,
Cincinnati and Cleveland. We're the most
oh,
organized team right now. How crazy is
Cincinnati,
that? And we got question
Brandon,
marks.
Brandon, did Cincinnati practice? Because it didn't look like they practiced.
They play with the
You had
baseball team.
they had procedural issues with the kicker team. That has nothing to do with the quarterback or that you
Mm-mm.
don't have. You know what I'm saying? Your starting quarterback in there, man. They didn't practice. I don't know what the heck is going on, man. He's not gonna survive. He's not gonna
No.
survive. And like Cleveland, that's kind of a joke, man. You know what I'm saying? You didn't roll out, you know what I'm saying,
Gabriel now.
grandfather time, and now you got Rex Ryan who ain't coached. And I don't want to get into you know what I'm saying, you said, but we got Rex Ryan out here and coached 10 years talking about what Shadur Sanders is an embarrassment and all this, man. Like Rex, like this coach, I get it, man. Sensationalism is part of it come with ESPN, but like, nah, man, it's a very hot mess in Cleveland. Hot.
Yeah. So that's crazy because they're a mess in Cleveland, mess in Cincinnati, mess in Baltimore. We thought Pittsburgh was a mess just with everything else going on that team, defense being an array, and then you got Aaron Rodgers, your quarterback. People saying Father Time didn't should be playing, and they're 3-1 right now, first place in the AFC North. A bye week this week for the Steelers, and then they go. Tell me if this doesn't chomp at your bit. Home against Cleveland, at Cincinnati, home against the Packers, home against the Colts. The next 4 games.
The
I
Packers is
love that schedule.
Packers hide their daggone self, man.
I was going to ask you that next. What do you think of this? Packers and Cowboys, we finished with a 40-40 tie, highest scoring tie game in NFL history.
Man, had a lot of millennials calling on the local radio complaining about it, man. It is what it is, man. It come with the territory. So like after the time expired, how can we get a point? Like, dude, we've been trying to figure it out since the 70s. And she will say, you know what I'm saying, God rest his soul, the ties is gonna be in there. You gotta figure out how, you know what I'm saying. If you don't win, it is what it is. The time expired, it is what it is. But the ties is there. Period. Sorry. Not sorry. It's ew, but like, man, Dallas defense, please, they don't
Swiss
have one.
cheese? Swiss cheese?
Hey, Swiss, yeah. String cheese. String
Oh,
cheese.
string cheese. That shit falls apart. Yeah. Looking ahead Falcons beat the Commanders, Bills beat the Saints, Lions womp on the Browns as we thought. Texans blank the Titans, who are
Yeah.
just hot garbage. That coach ain't gonna make it.
No. And you know what? Going back to NFC South, man, Atlanta's not
Yeah.
bad. You know what I'm saying? From a betting standpoint. I'm not saying they win the Super Bowl. From a betting standpoint, Atlanta's not bad. So for you sports gamblers, put some money on the Falcons next time. Shout out to Nas.
Patriots roll 42-13 after the loss to the Steelers the week before. They go out there and beat the Panthers 42-14. I think one of the surprise upset scores I saw, John, Giants 21, Chargers 18. My boy, who I wanted with the Steelers, Jackson Dart's first start ends in a victory.
He looked the part, man. Hey, let's get into the weeds just a little bit, man. So Justin Herbert, y'all only scored 18 points, man. That's a little concerning. That is very concerning. It's Very concerning. Very concerning. Very concerning. That's all I'm saying. It's very concerning.
Right in
When,
that category.
when you go look at the other side, though, man, Jackson Dart, they got he hung in there, and was poised and made some plays, made some goofy little plays, man. And the offensive line is terrible, Brandon. The offensive line of the New York Giants, I hope they come after me. Like Brandon's got his enemies right. The offensive line for the New York Giants, they go out there shaking his hand like he was lane train. I'm like, dude, no, he got sacked 5 times. Pressure 32. Like, man, he's gonna make it. You got you better keep, you know what I'm saying, Zach Morris upright and good looking. That dude, he's saved by the bell, man, but you can't have him, you know what I'm saying, get killed already. So they got to find some protection. But like obviously they found their quarterback, you know what I'm saying, for the remainder part of the season. And there'll be some up and downs with him, man. But like New York Giants is horrible. The offensive line is trash.
Eagles beat the Bucks 31-25. They're 4-0, but they got some team dissension with AJ Brown ready to be traded. And apparently the Eagles are going to field trade offers.
We gotta go. That's ridiculous. You just won the Super Bowl, man. You don't like it, like, dude. You don't like the winning.
It's the second team he's been on. He started obviously with the Titans.
Go to the Panthers and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Week two, when you're getting lasered. You know what I mean? Go to the Saints, who got Spencer Rattler.
Does he end up being a Chief? I hope not. But does he end up being a Chief?
He gonna whine his way. Man, Andy Reid ain't dealing with that. Andy Reid's already like sidelining with Kelsey. I'm glad it's kind of, you know what I'm saying, coming, you know, drumming down. But no, man, they don't need no problems, man. What's your name allowed to do something? He allowed to trade for him. He crazy enough.
Upset. Jaguars win at the 49ers. We talked about Sunshine and them. Chiefs win 37-20 over the Ravens. I'm sorry. Lamar Jackson doesn't have a hamstring issue. They were just getting their asses embarrassed, and that's why he pulled himself out. Let's be real.
What's going on with the Baltimore Ravens?
Swiss cheese. There's a lot of cheese in that NFL right now.
Are we kind of like tired of hearing John Harbaugh? You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
No, I think Harbaugh's all right.
Well, I ain't saying he's getting fired, but Henry, dropsies,
fumbles. I got him on the fantasy team, so I get that negative 2 points every time he fumbles. So I see it. I got those scumbags. I don't like the Ravens, but I have a couple of players on my rosters. So Bears beat the Raiders 25-24. All is right. My God, in Bears land, Caleb Williams finally has another road win. Bears 2-2.
Put your black fingernail polish on,
yeah. Dolphins 27, Jets 21. Two of them. Justin Fox says, "Stop drafting them, then, Reeve. Maybe I'm the X curse for the Ravens. This is the first year I drafted any Ravens, and they're playing horrible. So maybe I should start drafting them more. We'll have to look into that. But Dolphins love the uniforms. Played a hell of a lot better this time against the Jets. You said Jets hot garbage. Yeah, you are the reason they're Jet Rainbows and Shambles. I hope so. I hope I'm the X curse for him. But Dolphins uniforms, I love. Tyreek's injury, gruesome, but I think he likes it. To be honest, I don't think he wants to play for them anymore. He's talked about wanting to get trades in the past that now he can look at and say, hey, you know what? Shit, I can sit out this cluster mess this year and then get a trade for next year.
Yeah, because we already know the coach is going to he's going to visit a Black Monday whenever, you know, it kind of comes up. They have an overpaid quarterback, but I get that's the going market for it. But they kind of just want to bottom out, don't they? They really want to bottom out, be looking for a new coach, and you know what I'm saying, new everything next year.
Yep, 100% with that. And then Broncos win 28-3 over the Bengals. We talked about the Bungles. I feel for our guy on the Epic show, Jared. Feel for him, man. That boy, he can't get nothing right for him. It depends on it. But Bengals lose. Like you said, it wasn't the quarterback. Yeah, I like this comment from Justin. Hill relies on quick twitch and his X factor as his age. We need to see what he looks like when he returns to see what value, if any, that he'll have. And I agree with that. Especially how serious that injury was when it happened. You know,
Oh well, he might. I don't know if he gets cut, but yeah, they
no,
might
he's got
net him
some value at least, but
second rounder, third rounder
yeah.
for sure.
Games this week, just looking at Thursday night's game tomorrow night, 49ers and Rams, 8:15. You got Vikings, Browns, Texans, and Ravens. I think the Ravens get back on the right ship this week against the Texans. Colts, they get to put themselves another game between them. Panthers and
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins, Raiders and Colts, Giants and Saints, Cowboys and Jets. John, the battle, the loser bowl, as you like to call it. Broncos, Eagles, Titans, Cardinals, Bucks, Seahawks, Lions, Bengals, Commanders, Chargers, and then you got Sunday Night Football, Patriots, Bills, and then Monday night, Chiefs, Jaguars. I don't really see any prime games this week that I'm like, I have to sit and watch that one. It might be tomorrow night, 49ers and Rams, and that might be it.
Yeah, but if Purdy's out, that means you got a
He
heap of
is
help
out.
on.
They did say he's out.
Then you got a
He's
heap of help
out.
on.
Jawad Jennings is out, and also their other main wide receiver is out to the white guy. I can't think of his name.
The white guy.
I can't think of his name right now. It was a rookie last year.
They know who we talking about.
Bye teams, Falcons, Bears, Chiefs, Packers, Falcons, Bears, Steelers. Those are your bye teams this week. So, what else next? We're gonna have Tanner join us here soon. Ricky Purcell, thank you, Justin, for that. Ricky Purcell, he's the one that got robbed and shot, didn't he? Or getting robbed or something last year and was out for a couple weeks. Got robbed on the streets.
Didn't somebody from the Steelers get held up while they was in
Yeah,
Ireland?
the third string quarterback, Skylar
Man,
Thompson,
who
in
was it?
Ireland.
Was it gangs in New York?
The-
I don't like. What,
it was in Ireland.
This was a robbery, sir. Like, what did they accosted him of his what his jockstrap?
Man, whoever it was, they had a shillelagh in their hand and they were just beating him with it.
It was a leprechaun.
I think this is
Get out.
Yeah, it was in Ireland. Let me talk about a travesty real quick before we get to college football with Tanner when he calls in. We have a travesty, and that was the United States Ryder Cup team from this weekend, because they laid an egg on Friday, they laid an egg on Saturday, and then they had to win 12 or 10 of the 12 matchups singles on Sunday to win the Ryder Cup. And you've got Victor Hovland, who has a back injury, who can't compete. So the old adage rule is, well, if somebody withdraws, the match is split half a point, which I think is bullshit to begin with. If you can't play, you lose the point. But the rule is the rule. They just took way too long to try to mount a comeback on Sunday. You had the fans who, I mean, what did you expect when you come to New York and you got the fans saying, F you, Rory? And now I don't condone the chucking the drinks and shit at his wife and all that, but Shane Rowery ready to fight people. Rory give nothing better than Rory McIlroy just giving the big F you to everybody after he walks off the green on a birdie. That's the type of golf shit I like to see, especially with Ryder Cup. But another disappointing performance from the Americans. I think we've won 3 in the last 12. So very, very frustrating. 2 years from now, we'll be back overseas for the Ryder Cup. But just disappointed seeing that. I was looking forward to a victory.
Man, I know Terrence's getting ready to tap in, man. But listen, you talk about travesty. I don't necessarily travesty, man, but like the WNBA and what they got going on.
The commissioner?
The between the commissioner and one of the better players, I don't want to take her Nafisa Collier. Yeah, man. Let the season.
Tell me your thoughts on it.
Let the season spill over first before we can start.
She had a whole statement prepared, didn't she?
I'm like, the Fever is in a die-hard one last night, man, and you didn't blew up the whole what? We can't even talk. It became the game wasn't even important. Wait a minute, this lady didn't say it, but we must remember that the commissioner speaks for the owners. Mm-hmm. You know, so and whoever else is kind of funds that league. The NBA, the WNBA and the NBA aren't necessarily funded in the same way, and I get it. Everybody kind of sees it from a media, like, why can't You know what I'm saying? Crest is over here. You know what I'm saying? Whoever else is over here, Kellogg's, whoever. Why can't we get a sweetheart deal based off the ratings or whatnot? So there's more to it than that, though. You know what I'm saying? Again, the NBA itself, the NBA players gave money. And I don't know if it was, you know what I'm saying, was to fund the league. I don't know if it was necessarily to get it back, but if you donated money, that's one thing. But if you gave money in order to support the league, in order to get some type of money in return, then like those people have to be credited back. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, if you have those single-terry owners or whatnot, like again, they're gonna expect their raise first because again, some of the teams have unfortunately not always operated in the green. There has been a great flux of NCAA talent, you know what I'm saying, and personalities that's come, whether it's Kayla Clark, Angel Reese, the one little lady from UConn. I want to play. I was
Paige
like,
Breckers.
yeah, Paige Breckers, man. These ladies come with already a great cachet and great story. And people have kind of saw them. So with that, like the mindset, but like again, the mindset is like, was that looking for a veteran player? What is they automatic start like? And what is that looking for a rookie player? And like, I guess, like
The fact that she said, "Well, Kayla Clark should be
nobody,
happy she's making $17 million outside the court."
yeah, that's wild. Like that's wild. You
We
don't
got
count.
private conversations are getting aired out.
Yeah, don't count anybody's coins off the court when
Mm.
you know what I'm saying if she technically deserves to be a one. I don't know the number, Brandon, and I think that's what everybody's kind of scared of. Like, what do you pay a Caitlin Clark? What do you pay a Diggins out in Seattle? What do you
And see,
pay?
that's the concern because with this new television deal that they're going to be getting, rookies are going to make more, and you're going to sit here and pay a rookie X amount of money, and it's going to be way more than what Caitlin Clark and Paige Breckers and Angel
Right,
Reese and all these others were making, but they
right,
may not be getting that good. So it's
right.
like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. There, I don't know where you go with it. Sounds like they hate this commissioner just as much as people hated David Stern or Gary Bettman from the NHL.
Just a little bit, but I will remind everybody that, like I said, the commissioner speaks as for the owner. She doesn't own the team or the league.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of speaks on so the negotiations. I just wish the negotiations would started a little bit after. You know what I'm saying? After you know what I'm saying. I
No,
get
we're doing conference finals
yeah. TPA
or
ends in October.
semifinals.
He was like,
By the way,
nah, September.
dumbest thing ever. Do it like the NBA does. Go East and West. Don't mix it all as one big ass tournament.
No.
This should win East and West. My
Yeah.
thoughts. So
Yeah.
I got till Tanner calls in. I know he's doing his thing. I have one last question. I got to buckle up because this is the Ask JB. You get the Ask JB thoughts. John, it was remember today that the Big Ten is mulling a $2 billion deal with a private capital fund to fuse into its league and to its schools. It would be called the Big Ten Enterprises. $2 billion capital fund coming into them, possibly. They have to have a unanimous agreement for this to happen.
And what's going on with this $2 billion?
It's
Capital
going to the schools and the league.
going to the schools and the leagues. So, okay, there's nothing still competitively that's going to change.
This would what this would do, it would also extend a 13-year extension with the Big Ten Conference
Okay.
from their deal already, which would ensue the quote from the article I read, the survival of the Big Ten Conference.
Now that is the survival. When they put that word in, that's a little bit ludicrous.
End quote.
That's a little bit ludicrous. I hope they don't take this personal because I did love going to the Big Ten. You know what I'm saying? We did going to the Big Ten championship.
We do.
But that's a little bit
Credentials
ludicrous.
right there. Right
there.
there.
The Big Ten, they won the freaking national title the last 2 times, football championship the last 2 times. You talk about survival when it comes to that tournament, like I get it. Like the Big Ten team ain't necessarily won. In the last since Michigan State, shame on me. I know Purdue, Purdue has went, and I think they're going again this year to the Final Four. I think they're going again.
Spoiler.
You know what I'm saying? But you talk about 2 bills. I get it. That's a big number. That gets, you know what I'm saying, eyes and ears on you. Actually, probably keeps some of these other California schools who think about leaving because they know it. Like where? How does it fit for me? How does it fit for us?
Northwestern and Rutgers are celebrating like
But
crazy.
yeah, they're celebrating, even though they're gonna be doormats. You know what I'm saying? There's some folks still
Nebraska.
believe. There's some, but again, like competitively, you still gonna be in front and back of Michigan and Ohio State. Those are just the facts. However, $2 billion comes or not, you still gonna be, your football program is going to be behind those two programs. Basketball, it goes here, it goes there. I don't know about the Hoosiers. Sorry, you ain't Michigan. Brandon, that's music. Brandon says love it. I don't know about the Hoosiers. Not ain't happening. Not this year.
Media day happened for the NBA over the last couple of days.
Ooh,
A
Brandon,
couple news and notes. Pacers had theirs. They had their photos. I saw a couple things that came out from other ones. Kawhi Leonard says, quote, allegations of a no-show deal are inaccurate. What did you expect him to say? And then also Miles Turner came out today.
They didn't give him no love. He said we didn't love him. He said they didn't
he
celebrate
says
him.
the Bucks Center clarifies, you go where you're celebrated, quote, was about free agency, not Pacers fans.
That's the clarification. I get
Is
that.
he going to be like Paul George and not keep us out of his mouth?
Man, he would behoove himself to do so because, like, the Pacers gave him chances after chance. They believed in Miles Turner. The Pacers organization and the Pacers fans believe in Miles Turner. You can pull me and Brandon Reeves tweets from 2021, 2022, late night tweets. Trade Miles Turner, save Miles Turner, trade Miles Turner. And it was the year. This would have been the time for him to step up when Halliburton, once they got to playing against Oklahoma, like it was the worst. It wasn't the worst, it was. It was the worst version of Miles Turner that we saw for 3 games. The game 1 was probably pretty good, maybe if I can recall, but like no, man, it was the worst version of Miles Turner. He didn't show up when the Pacers needed him, and I think that's kind of like why they said, "See you later, Miles." At this, you know what I'm saying, at that point, but I don't necessarily take these things to heart. From a fan standpoint, they are. It's going to keep on sounding like you know what I'm saying, echoes of Paul George. But Miles Turner needs to focus on playing with Giannis because if you don't get it done, I don't think the Bucks is going to have the same kind of patience that the Pacers did. He'll be traded for whomever. He'll be playing for Portland. He'll be playing for Utah. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got a nice little contract that's tradable.
There was talk that Miles Turner, that the Bucks were interested, and I said no shit when I read the article when I was in California, that the Bucks would be interested and welcome Jokic coming to the team in a trade. Well, no shit. What team wouldn't be like that?
Yeah, who and how would they? Who would they gonna trade? They had to trade. They would have to trade Giannis. What are you talking about?
Question for you, LeBron James. How many games do you predict him playing this year?
65 plus. 65 plus.
You lying.
65 plus.
6. All right, I got to write this down because we're going to keep track of this.
There's 82 games. He's going to play 65. Going out with a bang. Last year.
I'm going to say, I don't know if he gets 60, John. I'm going to say 55. All right, I'm tracking this for us this year, so
there you go.
We're gonna see. But hey, man, nothing better than the NBA coming back.
Nothing better. I'm just curious to see what Memphis is gonna do when they roll them out there. Ja Morant, you ain't by yourself, you know what I'm saying, necessarily, but Desmond Bain is gone. I'm interested to see if Joel Embiid. You talk about how many games he gonna play? 20.
All right, you know what I'm saying? 20 games over under.
Yeah, for Joe, not 30 for Joel Embiid. Serious 30, question.
Okay.
30 games. But I
think he at least plays half.
New era in Boston, somewhat. You know what I'm saying, different for
pieces. Is Tatum going to come back?
He won't be back.
Probably he's not acting like he's going to play this year.
I don't foresee that. But and also opportunity here locally for the pay. Jarris Walker, Miles Turner's gone. There's no more logjam. in the front court rotation. So he'll have opportunity. I was kind of curious. The Pacers made a trade for DeLeon Wright, like they needed another guard. But hey, you know what I'm saying? You know the Pacers like to play fast, so it's going to remain to be seen what the Pacers kind of. I'm also kind of curious to see what Chicago is going to roll out too, man. With giving Josh Giddey more money than they gave Scottie Pippen. It's crazy, but no, man. Glad the NBA is back.
Under 48.5 wins for the Lakers.
Did Luka come in? He reported in shape, didn't he? You said 48. I give him 48. That's 48. That's good.
Warriors 46.5 over under.
You think Brandon Reeves says he thinks this is Steph Curry's last year, man? It might be. And playing with
Steph Curry, his brother just signed with him too. So one song.
Oh my God, that's a
lot today.
And Buddy Hield's out there too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, nothing but threes.
Detroit Pistons 45.5.
I'm thinking Detroit probably fills the void of nobody believes in the Knicks. And the Pacers are going to take a step back because their floor general's not out there. And yeah, Cleveland will be good because they retained, but hell, they was trying to figure out how they even going to move theirs. So that potentially could happen out there. I think the Detroit Pistons, especially after they got jerked in the playoffs against the Knicks, the way it happened, they take this season a little bit more seriously. For 50 games for them, for sure.
Milwaukee Bucks, how many wins you think DraftKings has for them?
Giannis playing, if he plays right, man, Miles Turner should have monster, but he should have monster where it's
where's my sound effect?
Yeah, it's like 20 and 10. He's got like 6 blocks. He's really that, you know what I'm saying? But he cannot settle. You know what I'm saying? He's not the Lopez brother where, you know what I'm saying, we want to consistently see threes and whatnot. But playing with Giannis, they should have a block party. So how many games? 50, yes, for sure.
DraftKings has it at 43.5.
Ooh, they don't believe in the young guards. They don't believe in Doc Rivers. We forget about
Spurs that. Spurs are at 44.5.
Okay.
76ers 42.5. Boston Celtics, John. Give me what you think DraftKings has their over under.
They got if Tatum ain't playing, then you're gonna have to say 45 under.
They have 40.
Okay.
Dallas Mavericks, they only have 39.5. That's shocking. I think that's way too low.
With AD and Cooper Flag?
And Kyrie, when he comes back, and
Clay? Back?
Indiana Pacers, John, we did this with D-Cot last year. Number of wins this year.
I really expect them to be
I'll track this too.
Fight for 6-7 spot. And we will see a maturation of you know what I'm saying, the guys that are playing out here, as long as everybody stays 100% healthy. Like I said in the first segment, Jarris Walker, you know what I'm saying, your time is now. There's no more log jam. So we need to see the best version of Jarris Walker. Or obviously Obi Toppin. They made a decision to pay him and let Miles Turner walk because he's a little more consistent with his offense. They are going to miss Miles Turner. There's no way you cannot miss what he brought lunch pail a night when he came to blocking shots. But you know, 40 some games for sure for the Pacers. 40.
DraftKings says it 38.5.
No way. They didn't draft.
I got him 36. Marquette.
You said 36, Brandon? Really?
36 wins.
Man, the Charlotte Hornets is still out here.
I know, but you think this team's gonna stay healthy the entire season? Ain't no way. Let me find one more for you. Where's your boy Durant at now? Houston.
Dude, they took a step back though. The homie's gone. Van Fleet is gone.
They got the Wizards and Brooklyn both at 20.5 wins, and the Jazz last place 18.5.
Danny Ainge don't want to part ways with all that talent he has, and nobody really wants to overtrade for it. So
Oklahoma City Thunder, that's a good one. Who do you think? How many wins do you think they get this year, coming off that title?
All right, and you haven't really heard anything about them. do anything crazy with their money or get into any type of mischief with their money. You know what I'm saying? They'll be thinking repeat. So for sure, over 55 games.
DraftKings has them at 62.5. Next closest is the Cleveland Cavaliers at 56.
Yeah.
Houston at 53. Denver at 53. And then the New York Knicks, 53.5. I think the East is open. I think this is the year that the New York Knicks get to the Eastern Conference Finals again.
Okay.
But maybe not the NBA. I would have rather trusted. Tanner will get you on here momentarily. I would rather trusted old Grumpy Pants, that was their coach, over Mike Brown. We don't trust Mike Brown to get them to the finals. We don't trust it. So
he's had one too many stops. Antonio, Sacramento.
All right, we're gonna bring our guy on now, Tanner Penrod. T, welcome to the show. How are you?
What's going on, fellas? Sorry, got a little busy in here. So
no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. So we're good.
No video, just audio for Tanner tonight. Now I have to address a rumor.
Uh-oh.
There was a rumor that the 2 weeks ago you go 8-2, and you're on the show, Cock of the Walk, Ric Flair, and then the next week you're not on the show and you go 1-9, and then you come back this week, you're on the show and you're 7-3. So we need to address the rumors that you're running on the bad weeks, running away from us.
Yeah, I think my presence is felt when I'm in the room. So you know how that goes. When you're hot, you're hot. But I guess I got to be on here to make sure they're valid. I think someone was taking over my phone, putting in the other picks. I don't think it was me putting it in there personally. So I better just get on here on the camera, and so we have actual proof it's me calling out these shots from now on.
Gotcha. There you go. Last week, Tanner Penrod 7-3. That's put him over 500 now at 24, 23-2. I went 5-5. I'm 24, 23-2, and then Birdsong went 3-7. He's 23, 24-2. So guys, we're all within a game of each other through 5 weeks. So well done. Yeah. Looking at last week's games, Florida State burned all three of us. Just got destroyed by Virginia.
Hold on. One quick thing, and that was another thing I put in late. If I would have known they had that look-ahead game against Miami, I know it's too late to say it, but that's one of my favorite things to do is look at those look-ahead games. If I would have known that, it burns me. I try to always look at the look-ahead schedule because I'm always asking you, I'm like, who they got next week? Because, I'm telling you, it doesn't always work out that. I swear, 70% of the time, if you fade them, you're going to win.
We've got Notre Dame curb stomped Arkansas. Me and John took USC coming east. John, failure. Can't trust him. Lincoln.
Nope. Lovey Smith was rolling gray.
What about the Hoosiers, man? Because I know some people got them at -7 when they took a bullshit safety that they had no business even taking and won by 5.
Yeah, that wasn't cool at all. That's not smart football. Sorry, Signati. I'm glad he got it. I'm glad he got the road, the road victory or whatnot. And the whole if they do lose, like this weekend 60-24, people still call them frauds or whatnot until they have to lock them up in a couple weeks against Penn State. But that's just not smart football. Like, just take a kneel down. You know what I mean? Just I get it's time left on the clock or whatever. You're trying to run out the clock, but
just running back 15 yards, the clock goes out and it's over. Or just throw a pass into the stands.
Yeah,
that son of a bitch did it for a reason. All right, that's all there is to it.
Son of a bitch.
This is a guy that had the -7, and I'd rather push my bet than lose it by 2 off of that. Bad beats, that was on there.
You don't know about that, mother?
I thought the under was the whole play the whole time. It was like 48 points.
Yeah. Now, I need an apology from you, Tanner. But then, secondly, why the hell you would go against Lane Train at home and you would take Brian Kelly?
Still, I'd probably do it again.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
They stomped them.
No, they won 24-19.
Stomped them. Never in doubt.
Yeah, right.
You trust Brian Kelly over Lane Kiffin?
Yeah.
Stop it. You can't say that you can't even say that with a straight face. And I don't have a video of you right now.
I'd say it again twice on Sunday.
I was happy with my Oregon pick over James Franklin and Penn State when they laid the bed.
I would have. It wouldn't have mattered, I don't think, either, because the way that game was played, it would have went to 2-point only, so they would have covered towards the end anyways.
Yeah.
I did see
James
an early
Franklin
line.
laying another egg, right?
I did see an early line, IU catching 10.5.
Against
Oregon, and not this Saturday, but next, catching 10.5.
Oregon, money line spread. I'll give alternate spread 17.
Ah, shit.
Right now. And then Bama beats Georgia. John, you had Georgia, but me and Tanner had Bama. The Alabama Crimson Tide, baby.
Georgia just
I
couldn't
think
come with enough.
I think Bro had Bama too.
Yeah, he did. Georgia just couldn't come with enough pressure, or really like missed tackles too. If you think about it, if you go back to some of that, DeBoer kind of left the door open, but they did it like Todd Simpson. They found their vocal leader, on the field leader, man. All those things during that game. Bama should not, for no reason, hold their head down low for any reason.
I'm not trying to get ahead of myself on this because it's about to come on there, but I know they got Vanderbilt this week, and if they don't think that last year's in their back of their mind when they pissed that away and lost down there, that's my one. Bama better win by 30 that game.
Okay, so here we go.
Trouble.
First game, number 22, Illinois, -9.5 at Purdue. I'll be the first one on this one. And the way Illinois has played the last couple of weeks, kind of a Jekyll and Hyde story for them. The way Purdue's kind of played, they had a bye week last week, I believe. So going into this one, it's at Purdue. I think it might be homecoming. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure it's this week or next week. But my pick, it's going to be this. Bang that big ass drum, just as Scott Van Pelt would say. Give me the Boilermakers plus the 9.5. Tanner.
Man, this one's got me tore up too. I think I might have to follow you on this. I want to take Illinois to see if they're a fraud or not, because I mean the way they got pounded by IU.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think USC's that good either, and they squeaked by them. I'm probably going to go I hate taking Purdue. Reef knows. Everybody knows it on the show if they've listened to me in the last 3 years. I hate flipping, taking Purdue in bets. All they do is burn my ass. I think I took them against Notre Dame. Lost. If I take them again here, I'll say it again. Won't take them the rest of the year. Taking Purdue. Whoever they're playing, they could play the Sister of the Poor next week and be laying 3 points. I'd take the other side. So I'll take Purdue this week, but this is my last call on them for the year.
John,
I'm going Illinois. I think they keep the thundering going and kind of try to get back into the national championship conversation, man. So give me Illinois.
Illinois is the pick for John. Ohio -14.5 at Ball State. Tanner.
Let me see here. I'm looking. I've been thinking. Not thinking too hard. I don't think Ball State's worth a piss this year. Give me Ohio.
Might have to clip that.
Yeah, I'm going.
Ain't gonna be no Mike.
I might even wear that. I might even have a shirt made for that for homecoming. I think I'm gonna go there in 2 weeks and say
I don't think
ain't
Ball
worth a
State's
piss.
this year.
Oh shit! I'm gonna take Ohio as well. I'll copy on that one. I think Ohio covers that easily.
Just make it a 3 man.
No love for the Cardinals as they.
Sorry, Coach. Sorry, Coach. It's not me.
2 touchdown underdogs. Still can't get no love. All right. Sorry, I'm choking on my drink from Jonathan laughing. The first stinker game, number 14, Iowa State at Cincinnati. Cincinnati, the 1.5 point favorites.
Here, I'll go real quick because I got to be gone for a quick second. I like that line smells, and when the line doesn't seem right, I'm taking Cincinnati because why would they favor the unranked team at home? That's one of my favorite theories. If you ever in college basketball, I love it when the unranked team at home is favored over the ranked team. Take that unranked team if they're being favored because the lines. Everybody's going to pour money in on Iowa State because they're catching 1.5 and they're the ranked team. Why are they getting 1.5 points? It's one of my theory things, and I love that. So give me the Bearcats.
John?
I went against Iowa State. I love everything Tanner said. He's telling the truth. I went against Iowa State the whole year, and they've kind of shown improvement. Told me wrong, man. They haven't made any complaints about going anywhere. They had a game in Ireland. They, played their rival, and beat Iowa. I don't necessarily think Cincinnati is going to Cincinnati's better this year, but I don't think Cincinnati is, it's that, that killer. Big 12 is, I get it, man. Big 12 is unpredictable, but I think Iowa's they're the focus team. They won't lose to this Big 12. They will lose a Big 12 game. They won't lose to this Big 12 team though. But give me Iowa State.
I agree with Tanner what he says with the Cincinnati thing, but I don't get it. I don't understand everything I've read on this game. I don't understand why the line is the way it is. And normally sometimes you can find a little piece that has it, and I can't. 51% of the bets are on Cincinnati. 94% of the money is on Cincinnati. So everybody's on Cincinnati. And I don't know if this may be a donors thing or somebody is throwing some stuff towards this. It doesn't make sense to me. I hate falling for the trap, but I'm going to fall for the trap this time. I'm going to take the cheese. I'm going to let the mousetrap shut right on me. I'm going to take Iowa State here. It doesn't make sense. Iowa State's the better team. I'm going to take them, even though I know it's not going to right, and it's going to bite me in the ass by the time it comes back next week. But I also have to question John Birdsong putting Iowa State number 4 in his top 10 rankings. I don't even have them in the top 10.
I had to. I'm tired of this SEC. I'm tired of it, man. It's bias. I'm tired of it.
Next game, Wisconsin at number 20, Michigan. Michigan, 16.5-point favorites. John.
Michigan. Roadkill.
I'm taking Michigan as well. Tanner?
Roadkill.
I got you. Sorry. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think Michigan, and this is the one time I am going to take them. They're going to absolutely.
Okay. Next one, Jonathan's Clemson
Wisconsin's
Tiger.
I'm not. Yeah.
Okay. Clemson -14 at North Carolina. John. Who needs to win more?
This is a get-right game. This is a get-right game, man. Kirby.
Belichick?
Shame on me.
Dude,
not for Belichick.
Clemson's got to win this
Not
game.
for Belichick, man. Clemson's gonna win this game. He's not gonna make a lesson out of you, man. He's not gonna embarrass you, though, man. But yeah, give me Clemson.
Clemson for John. I'm going to take Clemson as well here. I think they cover that 14. We lost Tanner, so we'll get him back on. He got disconnected. Number 9, Texas -7 at Florida. John.
Give me Texas. And y'all gonna stop badmouthing Eli Manning after this game, even though Florida got a halfway decent defense. Nah, give me Texas.
Okay. Tanner, Clemson -14 at North Carolina. Who's got the more get-right game here, Belichick or Dabo?
Dabo.
Sorry, guys. It got a little freezy out there. I think Clemson's got to win this. UNC. I'm going to give Bill Belichick the benefit of the doubt. He won't get fired. He's going to need a couple years there. Clemson, man, after that loss to Syracuse, I think were they off this last week too? So they probably had the first week of practice they have ever had. If they don't come out and win this, and I'm not saying that just because they need to. I think it's got to be a statement thing. No offense to Bill Belichick. They're just far more ahead of than what his program's got. I've watched his games a couple times, and they just got a lot of work going on there. I think he should be probably starting that Brad Johnson dude son at quarterback, but they're not. Just a couple of things he needs to do there that he's not. I see normally Bill's the X's and O's guys, and I feel like he always makes the right decision, but I think there's a couple things he's missing right now. I know he's got players already entering in the transfer portal. He's
lost him again. Deep State getting him, John. Deep State.
Yeah, they didn't want to hear all that hate. Now that hate. You telling the truth, though. You telling the truth.
Hold on a second. I gotta get this door. Dog's barking.
Take care of business. Oh, man, we got a pizza man at Brandon's front door.
It ain't even the pizza man. I think it's the wife grocery shopping. So
okay,
not even that.
That's even better.
Number 16, Vanderbilt at number 10, Alabama. Bama, 10.5-point favorites. John, do you right your wrong?
They right their wrongs. Diego Pavia is going to be a pothole. He's going to be in, starting quarterback for the Vanderbilt Commodores. He's going to be running for his life probably. And that's not even saying that Alabama has a great defense, man. But it's a quirky little stat about DeBoer against ranked teams and like how he got a great one-loss rate against ranked teams, man. They know they got to right that wrong that happened versus them against Nashville versus, this same team and quarterback and coach last year got a home game. 10 points, you can probably double that.
Okay. Sorry, Tanner, we lost you again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
We'll keep it on audio. Seemed like it was a little bit better. Number 9, Texas, -7 at Florida.
I like Texas. I mean, I like Gators. I think there's a hurricane coming in there. It's gonna be rainy.
Oh man,
it's gonna be pouring there. I got a buddy going to the game. I bought him a sweet for his birthday. I bought him a sweet ass Gators throwback off Mitchell. He's gonna be wearing it in there. I just think if that storm comes and it's raining and it's messy, I think Florida's defense. I mean, they've hung in there against games. I mean, they should have covered against. They were in that Miami game. They just wheels fell off the last 8 minutes. Arch hasn't showed me shit, so
he has not. Okay.
I don't know. Those Gators are coming there, and he gets in that swamp. Yeah, just give me Gators.
How nervous are you, real quick? Your Yankees might be getting eliminated from the playoffs first day of October. Nothing from Tanner on that one. Silence.
He didn't hear you.
He's too busy right now.
We might have
So
I'm in here.
Oh no, my question to you, Tanner, was what are you going to feel about this New York Yankee? Your New York Yankees might be getting eliminated here first day of October.
Score right now 3-3, 4-3, what?
3-3, top of 8.
Yeah. I think Boone's a piece of shit, and I hope he hears this. Yeah. That Max Fried call, I'm tired of analytics. Analytics have ruined every sport that I've watched. They don't want to watch. They want to pull pitchers at 100 pitchers. Can't pitch anymore. Go pull them out. Dude's shoving. Pulls him out. Next guy can't find the strike zone.
Weaver can't find it.
Can't find it. Dumbass move by Boone. I'm like, he did it last year too. He cost him
Rice didn't play, and then he plays tonight and gets a 2-run homer.
And then last year, and the thing with brings in Nestor last year in that damn series against the Dodgers, hadn't pitched in months, throws him in there against Fred. I wore a red polo to work today because I was trying to reverse the thing. I was like, I'm just going to wear red to work. Hopefully it changes the vibe because Boone can't keep his head out of his ass, and he's bad.
Okay. I just had to ask that. I'm seeing it on the TV right now. Give me Alabama minus the 10.5 against Vanderbilt. Hell to pay. I took the Alabama Crimson Tide last week, baby. I said they were back. Roll Tide. Give me this Roll Tide again against Vanderbilt. They cover the 10.5. Probably win by 13, I'm going to say at least. Tanner.
That's what I'm going to roll with you real quick. And as our guy, Roll Tide Willie said, I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. Blitz, Bama, blitz. Give me Roll Tide Willie and give me the Crimson Tide. I think they got revenge on their mind. Big win. Maybe they can ride that momentum from Georgia. And I think Coach DeBoer, if he wants to say it, he's got to rattle off a few wins.
Okay. Number 24, Virginia at Louisville. Louisville, 7.5-point favorites. Give me Louisville. I think they pull the upset of the ranked team, and they win by double digits against Virginia. John?
I like it too, man. Flying under the radar. Purdue should have found that money a long time ago and gave him a lifetime contract, but now he got to show on the road. And though it has some already early trepidation, man. But like, man, I like Louisville to win that game for sure.
I don't know what our sign is or noise is when we're all on the same thing. I feel like we haven't done that in a while. So, yeah, my thing. Virginia's going to come off a big high of beating Florida State. Going to go in there to an unranked team, not thinking their shit again. Unranked teams laying points again. My favorite time to take them. Give me the Ville.
We're going to give the Ric Flair woo. That'll do it. Boise State at number 21, Notre Dame. Notre Dame, 20.5-point favorites. Tanner?
Give me the Irish. I think that line keeps going up. I think that thing started at 17.5. It's already up. It could be up more than this. I think the kind of ass beating they gave out to Purdue is the one that Boise State's going to take to. I mean, look, Boise State got shocked by UCF. UCF maybe not a bit, had a little good couple runs in them, but Boise State didn't show me. They should have probably won that game. So, yeah, Irish need to make some – they got to do that statement stuff. Like as Coach Sig likes to run some things up, I think Freeman knows he's got to do the same right here on these teams. He's got to show them that they're legit, get that defense back. It's still not great. That defense is not great still for Notre Dame. They're still giving up too much yards, and they're missing why can't I think of that old D coordinator that went to the Bengals? But Al Golden. They're missing Al Golden bad. So, yeah, give me the Irish.
Okay. John?
Man, I got love for the Smurf Turfers, man. But they're not bringing the turf with them. So, give me the Irish too, man. They got to, you know what I'm saying? He's got to right that ship. Though, yeah, they are still ranked in the low 20s, man. You know that's not Notre Dame's goal. They got to get back into playoff contention. Don't necessarily have a ranked opponent. The only thing you can do if you don't have a ranked opponent is beat a brand name into a whole nother stratosphere. So I don't necessarily think Boise keeps all teams honest and whatnot. But like, nah, man, I think Irish probably win this by 3 touchdowns.
Okay. Number 3, Miami, -4.5 at number 18, Florida State. John?
I love it, man. I hope it don't rain, man. I hope the hurricane, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't bring all the, you know what I'm saying, weather, that bad weather with them, man. These are two teams with Miami, just, you know, the U ain't necessarily back, but if they beat Florida State, they'll feel that a little bit closer to goal, man. We know Michael Irvin will be on the sideline losing his mind. But if you look at
give me whatever he's on. Send some of that up to Indiana. Whatever. No,
I don't want none of that. Not even half of it. But the offensive line play and the quarterback play, and at least in this game versus what Florida State has, I want to edge Miami. Florida State defensively is probably, you know what I'm saying, with more Norvell at the helm. They like to run a little bit more gadgety plays and whatnot, sometimes even on offense. This is a big game. They need it more so than Miami. It's a home game. You're asking a lot because Miami's played underneath the bright lights of home, and this is kind of the first road test, so they kind of got to deal with noise. I'm not saying Carson Beck has never played in bright lights or in situations. So, tight game. I still gonna have to edge the talent, so I'm going with the U to pull it out.
Tanner. Oh. Okay, no Tanner.
Yeah.
For me, man, it looks like 77 and drizzle is what the forecast currently is for game time.
Okay.
I want to take Miami here. 4.5 on the road. Florida State, they got beat by Virginia. I do think Miami wins the game. I want to take Florida State at home with the points. I really do. Man, I gotta have a snap pick here. Give me Florida State with the points at home. Covering. I think Miami wins the game, but give me Florida State to cover the 4.5. They lose maybe by 3. Miss field goal. Not like this rivalry. Seen one before.
Yeah.
I missed field goal ever. So give me that. We'll see what happens. Tanner.
All right, fellas. Sorry, had to take care of some stuff here.
You're good. 2 games left.
I'm gonna. Yep, I got you real quick. I'm gonna take Florida State. Renegade's gonna go out there, spear that fucking thing right in that damn thing. Gonna take the life right out of the Hurricanes. And I'm gonna tell you the look ahead spot. This is why they gotta show up, because they lost to Virginia because they were looking to this one. Yep. So they gotta show out for this one. If they don't, their season's cooked. So they gotta win this. I know they were looking ahead to this spot. That's why they got cooked last week. But I love Renegade. The war chant's going to be going crazy. Rain, shine, don't matter. Those kids are all going to be getting popped down there, going to the bar and then rolling in there. I don't know if it's a 3:30 start or a 7:30.
7:30.
Yeah. Every fraternity is going to be boozed up in there. They're going to be ready to play. And I think Florida State, they'll keep it close. They might not win. I think kind of like that Notre Dame game. I think it's going to be close. They might get it by a field goal.
Do we got an update?
Nope, you get the war chant.
Yeah,
okay,
that's probably one of the best chants in football. Won't lie. When you
gotta stop it before we get a copyright violation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who took Florida State, man, because I was debating on this the last few days. I think they may not win the game, Tanner. I said, but I think they at least cover 4.5.
Me too.
Maybe Jameson. Maybe Jameis Winston will be there. Maybe he'll be there. Unbelievable faith. Undeniable. Maybe he'll be there, man.
He might be eating W's.
Could be. Last game I added, gentlemen, just because it looks good. Mississippi State at number 6, Texas A&M, minus 14.5. Mississippi State has been the Cinderella darlings this year, really, in college football, how they've played, but this will give us our 11th game on the board. So we'll get some more games on our pick 'em. Tanner, thoughts on this one?
I like Mississippi State. They've shown me a lot. Brandon Walker, you can still kiss my ass from Barstool. I know you're probably gonna love hearing me take a Mississippi State game. They haven't been relevant in football since you probably were in college, and that's a long time ago. Yeah. So I think 14.5 is just too much. I mean, I'm not saying Auburn and Mississippi State are on the same level, but Auburn was in that game last week. I like that a lot. They're going to still be there. You're going to give more points to this Mississippi State team that it just hangs around on these big teams. I mean, they're showing a lot this year, and I think you're getting that hook on that side. So you're giving me 2 touchdowns plus the hook. I like the Bulldogs here. Give me Mississippi State.
Jonathan.
I'm going the other way, man. I'm not betting against no Texas teams this year.
Okay, I'm going to take Mississippi State, just like Tanner said. They've hung in these games. I'm going to take them for that. So that's our picks. We'll have the picks out. There was one game I was going to add, just didn't make the cut. 2 games just didn't make the cut this week. Texas Tech on the road at Houston. Both teams are 4-0. That was one that didn't make the cut. And then the Colorado at TCU game was the other one. I have a bet still, our future of Colorado minus 5.5.
Did Colorado win last week outright? And they get beat.
They got beat. They got beat, which helps my under 5.5 wins this year.
Did they cover though? Everybody loved them to cover. I'm trying to think if they covered. I think
did they cover against BYU? Came back storming.
Were they catching? I think they were catching 7 or something.
They were catching 6.5. They got 6.5. They covered, lost by 3.
Yeah, everybody I was reading on, they said that.
What did they get in trouble for?
Who? BYU or Colorado?
Colorado. They were saying something to the BYU team. They were calling them something.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, they said something off color about the Mormons, man. You can't have Barrett Brockmeyer. This is Barrett Brockmeyer's freshman season out there, man. You can't have him hearing these things, man, out there like that, man. You can't have these curse words like that. He ain't never heard nothing like that, man. Stop it.
Well, wait until BYU plays them in basketball. Probably going to go in there and dog walk their ass.
Damn, Jimmer.
I know, right?
But
Perfect,
AJ
Tanner. Well, thank
Devontae
you.
is probably going to get in there and give him some business.
Yeah, very well, good. So we'll get you on again, T, next week. Good
Yeah.
luck with your picks.
Yeah, no,
Not too
thank you guys
much.
for having me. Sorry, yeah, audio
It's all
was a little
good.
bit better. Yeah, no, I'll be in touch with you. If I have some good bets this week, I'll text them to you.
Sounds good. Appreciate it, sir.
All right, later, guys.
See ya. All right, that's our guy Tanner Penwood joining us as always. John, anything else, my man, before we go for this evening?
No, man, I think we got all bases covered, man. You know what I'm saying? Not to be funny, man. We touch, you know what I'm saying, a whole lot of sports tonight, man. So I just want to make sure everybody checks out for our socials, man. The story don't stop here. Check for us on Twitter. Check for us on Instagram, Facebook. My personal Facebook page is always hot. Brandon Reese's personal first page is always hot with sports topics and whatnot. But definitely, you know what I'm saying, check for us on Crossroads Sports, Facebook, and Twitter as well. Threads as well. We everywhere.
Perfect. What a play at the plate. I think he's safe. Yankees take a 1-1 lead in the bottom of the 8th. Wow, what a play. All right, Crossroads Sports. The conversation is, like we said, on Twitter, on Facebook. We'll be there. Text us, email us, whatever. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys again next week. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for listening to the Crossroads Sports Radio Show. You can find more episodes on iTunes and the Google Play Store. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Crossroads sports content.